My friend leaned across the lunch table and asked, "What are you and Miss White doing alone after school?" The whole table stopped eating. I nearly choked on my sandwich because everyone had been thinking something was off, but nobody had said it out loud. "She's just helping me with homework," I said, looking around to make sure no teachers were nearby. But Megan was already shaking her head at me. Roger set down his juice box deliberately and said, "Stop defending her. She let you turn in your lab report a week late." A week? She gave me a 0 for being 1 day late. I suddenly felt defensive of Miss White. Maybe he had a good reason, I said quickly. "She's strict, but she's fair. There has to be an explanation." Megan's voice came out sharp. "Roger, what exactly have you seen?" Roger pulled out his phone, his movements quick and angry. "I made a list. Look at this and tell me this is normal." He showed everyone his notes app. The list made me uncomfortable. Me sleeping in class without punishment. Me eating full meals during lectures. Me getting bathroom passes whenever I wanted. Me staying after school with a key to her classroom. Megan leaned forward, reading everything. This does look weird. What's your explanation?" "An explanation?" I insisted. "There's nothing to explain. She's just being helpful." Roger wasn't finished. He swiped to another page. "This was yesterday. Tell me this isn't suspicious." The photo showed Miss White putting bags in my car after school. I stared at it, my mind racing. This is innocent. She was helping me with something. Helping you with what exactly? Megan's voice was rising. "Why would she be giving you stuff? Why do you get to sleep in class? Why do you have keys to her classroom?" I gulped, trying to figure out how to deflect this. "Maybe you should mind your own business before you jump to conclusions." The next 2 weeks were insane. They kept following me. Janice saw me leaving school at 9 p.m. with Ms. White. Jessie noticed I wore the same 3 shirts on rotation. Each time someone tried to ask me about it, I'd walk away or make an excuse. Megan started taking pictures. She'd sit outside Miss White's room during lunch, watching. Roger confronted me in the hallway, and I just told him to mind his own business. He walked away frustrated, swearing something sketchy was happening. I knew they were investigating. I tracked their movements, found a pattern. They were watching when I arrived first at school, when I was last to leave. They noticed I spent lunch in Miss White's room, that I used the nurse's office bathroom instead of the regular ones. I started being more careful, but they noticed I never bought lunch, just got free crackers from the cafeteria. Megan wanted to report it immediately, I heard her telling Janice. Roger insisted on confronting me again. They waited in the parking lot after school. "What if they're actually, you know?" Megan whispered to her group, not knowing I could hear. "What if it's inappropriate? Why would she risk her career?" Janice asked, though the same thought had probably crossed all their minds. "Austin's just a regular kid. This doesn't make sense." At 7:30, I walked out. I was carrying my backpack and 2 garbage bags, heading for my car. Megan grabbed Roger's arm hard. "Those are his clothes. Why does he have all his clothes?" They followed me to the back of the parking lot. I was putting stuff in my trunk when they approached. The car was full of my things. Blankets, pillows, clothes, textbooks. Megan started recording on her phone. "Austin?" Janice said, her voice cracking. "Austin, what's going on?" I spun around, and my face went from tired to panicked. "What are you doing here?" I asked. My voice was defensive. "Austin," Megan said, her phone still up. "We know about you and Miss White." I stood up straighter, slamming my trunk closed. "You don't know anything. Just leave me alone. Stop lying," Roger shouted. "We've seen everything. The special treatment, the private meetings, her giving you stuff." I became visibly frustrated. "You want to know the truth? You really want to know?" I yanked my car door open, and they could see inside. A pillow on the back seat, laundry and garbage bags, empty food containers, a phone charger plugged into a portable battery. "I live here," I said, "in my car for 3 months now." "Happy?" Megan lowered her phone, staring at the car. "You're homeless?" "My dad lost his job. We got evicted. He's staying with a friend who doesn't have room for me." My voice was shaking. "Ms. White found me sleeping in the library. She's letting me shower in the nurse's office, do laundry after school, keep food in her mini fridge." I stared at their shocked faces, and the realization hit them. They'd spent 2 weeks building a gross conspiracy theory about a teacher trying to help me survive. Megan started crying. Roger just stood there, looking at his stupid list on his phone. I got in my car and drove to another spot, away from them.